Welcome to all. My name is Dr. K. Sujata, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Government Degree College, Kukatpalli. Today I am going to explain about eigenvalues and eigenvectors. In this, we will mainly discuss about eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix A and characteristic polynomial of the matrix A and also characteristic equation, and regarding we have discussed about the problems. First we define the what is eigenvalue and eigenvector. It can be defined with respect to a matrix A. That's why we can take the let A be an n by n matrix. A scalar lambda is called an eigenvalue of A if there exists a non-zero vector x in R to the 4 of n such that Ax equal to lambda x. The vector x is called eigenvalue corresponding to the lambda. Here, the scalar lambda is called as a eigenvalue of A. A means A is a matrix, given matrix n by n matrix. And the vector x is called as eigenvector corresponding to the lambda eigenvalue. Therefore, this can be represented in geometrical. We can represent, therefore, this is the origin. From origin to this vector x is taken like this. Therefore, the multiplication of ax can be represented like this. In other way, we can represent in other way. Therefore, ax like vector can be expressed as like this. Mainly in this equation, ax equal to lambda x. Lambda is a scalar. This lambda is called as a eigenvalue of A with respect to this equation, and x is called the eigenvector corresponding to lambda. This is the main definition of the eigenvalue and eigenvector. First, we have to remember this equation Ax equal to lambda x, where the scalar lambda is called eigenvalue. The vector corresponding to the lambda x is called as a eigenvector. Now, how to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors? That means computation of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Let A be an n by n matrix with the eigenvalue lambda and corresponding eigenvector x. Thus, already in the previous definition, Ax is equal to lambda x. This equation may be written as Ax minus lambda x equal to 0. That given by taking the common x. Therefore, we can write this equation in terms of matrices form A minus lambda into in multiply with any matrix. There is no change at all because of here lambda only write it is not subtract. That's why we have to multiply x by inx. In means identity matrix. I multiply with any identity matrix, we can get the same vector. That's why there is no change at all. In the lambda x, we can multiply with in. That's why here common x is common. We can write this is in the form of matrix. A is also matrix. That's why A minus lambda into in into x equal to 0. Solving the equation, taking the det of this matrix A minus lambda in equal to 0, this leads the this equation leads to the to find the all eigenvalues of A. That means to find the values of lambda. The values of lambda are called as the eigenvalues of A. How to determine the expanding the determinant of the modulus of A minus lambda into in, we get a polynomial in terms of lambda. That polynomial is called as the characteristic polynomial of A. Therefore, this equation equal to 0, that is called as the characteristic equation of A. This is the only you have to remember. Polynomial means there is no zero. Only modulus of a minus lambda n is equal. In is called as a, in terms of lambda, that polynomial is called as a characteristic polynomial of a. The equation modulus of a minus lambda into in is equal to 0 is called the characteristic equation of a. This is the way to define the characteristic polynomial, characteristic equation, eigenvalues and eigenvectors corresponding to the lambda values. Lambda values, for each lambda we can get the each eigenvector corresponding to, for each lambda value we can get the eigenvector. This is the definition of the characteristic polynomial, means the expansion of modulus of a minus lambda n. We get a polynomial in lambda. That polynomial is called as a characteristic polynomial of a. The equation modulus of a minus lambda in equal to 0 is called the characteristic equation of the a. From this equation we get the values of lambda. That values are called as eigenvalues of a for the matrix A. Similarly, for the taking the eigenvalues of lambda, we can get different corresponding eigenvectors. We can get it. That is the method is there to find in the problems also. This is the way to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors by using this equation modulus of a minus lambda n equal to 0. From this we can get the lambda values. That lambda values are called eigenvalues. Eigenvalue problem. What is the eigenvalue? If A is an n by n matrix, do there exist a non-zero vectors x in R to the power of n such that Ax is a scalar multiple of x by A? That's why eigenvalue and eigenvector can be defined as A be the an n by n matrix, lambda is a scalar, that is called as an eigenvalue, x is a non-zero vector in R to the power of n, that is called as a eigenvector. That means from this equation Ax equal to lambda x, therefore this lambda is called as a eigenvalue. This x is called as a eigenvector. Therefore, from this here this one x and this x is same, that is called as eigenvector. Lambda is called as a eigenvalue. This is the geometrical interpretation of the eigenvalue and eigenvector, already explained in the previous slide. So again you can see here, this is the vector x. Therefore, from this point to this one, that is called as lambda x. Therefore, this is the Ax is equal to lambda x. Therefore, this is the representation of the eigenvalue equation and eigenvector equation. Therefore, Ax is equal to lambda x. That can be represented in the form of geometrical interpretation. This is the way to represent the characteristic equation of Ax is equal to lambda x. So always you have to remember A is a n by n matrix. Lambda, the scalar, is called as eigenvalue. The non-zero vector x in R to the power of n, that is called as a eigenvector corresponding to the lambda value. Verifying the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. How to verify these x1, x2 are the eigenvectors of this matrix. Therefore, A is taken 2, 0, 0, -1, x1 is equal to 1, 0, and x2 is equal to 0, 1. Therefore, now to verifying these eigenvalues and eigenvectors, first multiply the, what is the equation of the, to verify the eigenvalues and eigenvectors? Ax is equal to lambda x. Lambda is a scalar, that is called as an eigenvalue. First, to verify these x1, x2 are eigenvectors or not. For that, Ax1 is equal to, already what is A is there? 2, 0, 0, -1. What is x1? 1, 0. Therefore, multiply these two. Therefore, 2 into 1, 2. Therefore, 0 into 0, 0. Therefore, other one is 2 plus 0, that is 2. Next, we will multiply with the second row by first column. 0 into 1, 0, minus 1 into 0, that is 0. That's why this element is 0. So by seeing this element, 2 is common. 2 into 1, 0. That can be represented as 2 into, what is the x1 column matrix? This is 1, 0. That is a 2x1. Ax1 is equal to lambda x1. Here lambda is the 2 value. Therefore, 2 is called eigenvalue. This x1, 1, 0 called as a eigenvector. Therefore, this is the way to represent ax1 is equal to 2x1. Therefore, 2 is called as eigenvalue, and x1 vector means 1, 0 vector is called as a eigenvector. Similarly, you can verify the second column vector x2. Is it a eigenvector or not? So for that, we have to verify ax2 is equal to what will we get? We can see. Therefore, A means is given the matrix A, 2, 0, 0, minus 1. What is the x2 vector? Column vector 0, 1. Now multiply these two vectors. First row by first column. 2 into 0 plus 0 into 1, 0. That's the first element of the resultant matrix. Next, multiply second row by first column. 0 into 0 minus 1 into 1. That value we get value is resultant value is minus 1. 0 minus 1. Minus 1 is common. Where do we get 0? 1. That is equal to minus 1 into x2. See here, this minus 1 value is called as a eigenvalue. This column vector 0, 1, it is represented by x2. This is called as a eigenvector. Now this is the way to represent the whatever the given vectors. They are eigenvalues or eigenvectors. To verify this in this way. Therefore, A, x1, x2 is given. To verify that equation, what is the eigenvalue eigenvector equation? Ax is equal to lambda x. That is the very important equation you have to remember in eigenvalues and eigenvectors. That is the main equation. Ax is equal to lambda x. A is the square matrix, lambda is the eigenvalue, x is the eigenvector. Only three terms are there. What is the equation of the to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors? Ax equal to lambda x. That is the main equation in terms of to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. That's why here we are verifying the what are the eigenvalues, what are the eigenvectors. Given already x1, x2 are the eigenvectors given. Is it verify eigenvectors or not? So for this, we can easily verify 2 is the eigenvalue corresponding to x1. x1 is the eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue 2. Similarly, for the second one also, x2 is the eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue minus 1. Next, we can go to theorem. The eigenspace of A corresponding to lambda. If what is the statement of the eigenspace of A corresponding to lambda? If A is an n by n matrix with an eigenvalue lambda, then the set of all eigenvectors of lambda together with the zero vector is a subspace of R to the power of n. This subspace is called the eigenspace of lambda. Therefore, how to define the eigenspace corresponding to lambda? If A is an n by n matrix with eigenvalue lambda, then the set of all eigenvectors of lambda together with the zero vector is a subspace of R to the power of n, that subspace is called the eigenspace of a lambda. So the set of all eigenvectors of lambda together with the zero vector, it forms a subspace of R to the power of n. This subspace is called as a eigenspace of lambda. To prove this theorem, what is the subspace? So already in previous lectures, I told what is the subspace of a vector space. Subspace means any subset of W of a vector space satisfies the only two conditions. One is W is closed under vector addition, W is closed under scalar multiplication. That means any subset of a vector space satisfies these two conditions, then we say that the subset is called as a subspace of the vector space V. Here also we can show that vector addition is closed and the scalar multiplication is also closed with respect to the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Then we say that the set of all eigenvectors of lambda together with the zero vector, it forms a subspace. Then this subspace is called as a eigenspace of lambda. To prove this one, first to take the two vectors, eigenvectors. Let x1 and x2 are the two eigenvectors corresponding to lambda. So what is the condition for the eigenvalue and eigenvector? Ax is equal to lambda x. That is the main equation you have to remember. So Ax equal to lambda x. Here x1 is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda. That's why Ax1 is equal to lambda x1. Similarly, Ax2 is equal to lambda x2. So to prove the subspace of a vector space, for that take the two eigenvectors corresponding to lambda. These two eigenvectors satisfies the eigenequation, that is ax1 equal to lambda x1, ax2 is equal to lambda x2. This is called as a characteristic equation also. Therefore, first to prove that it is a closed under vector addition. That's why a into x1 plus x2 is equal to by distributive. Therefore, ax1 plus ax2 is equal to, by this condition, what is ax1? Lambda x1. What is ax2? Lambda x2. Therefore, lambda is common. Lambda into x1 plus x2. See, the vector x1 plus x2 satisfies the eigenvector equation, that is characteristic equation. What is the characteristic equation? Ax equal to lambda x. Therefore, A into x1 plus x2 is equal to lambda into x1 plus x2. Therefore, that means x1 plus x2 is an eigenvector corresponding to same lambda. That means x1 plus x2 eigenvectors satisfies the eigenvector space subset satisfies the vector addition is closed. Next, to verify is it closed under scalar multiplication or not. For that, excuse me, a into cx1 is equal to c into ax1, that is equal to c into lambda x1. So that is equal to lambda into cx1. See, the vector cx1 is the eigenvector corresponding to the same lambda. So that means x1, x2 are the two vectors. Therefore, they are closed under vector addition. By taking the scalar multiplication c into x1, this vector also satisfies, it is closed under scalar multiplication. That means, therefore, the set of all eigenvectors lambda corresponding to lambda, so it forms a subspace of R to the power of n. This subspace is called as a eigenspace of a lambda. So this is very important, eigenspace corresponding to lambda. By taking the two vectors, eigenvectors corresponding to lambda, therefore we can prove it is closed under vector addition. it is closed under scalar multiplication, then we say that the set of all eigenvectors of lambda together with the zero vector forms a subspace. Because of in subspace compulsory, the zero vector compulsory exists in the subspace of a vector space. Therefore, that space is called as a eigenspace. Simply, you have to remember eigenspace means the set of all eigenvectors corresponding to the one eigenvalue lambda. An example to find the eigenspace in the plane. Find the eigenvalues corresponding eigenspaces of A is equal to -1, 0, 0, 1. To find that one, here to find the eigenvalues and corresponding eigenspaces for the matrix A is equal to -1, 0, 0, 1. If B is equal to x comma y, the vector B can be taken as a x comma y two components that can be written in the form of column vectors. Therefore, A into B is equal to -1, 0, 0, 1 x y column. Multiplying these two, -1 into x minus x, 0 into y, 0. That means minus x in the first element of the resultant matrix. Similarly, you can multiply second row by first column, 0 into x, 0 plus 1 into y, y. So therefore, AB is equal to, you can get minus x comma y. For a vector on the x-axis. On the x-axis means the any vector on the x-axis y coordinate must be 0. Therefore, -1, 0, 0, 1. Therefore, any vector on the x-axis can be considered as only x component is there, y component will be 0. That's why x comma 0, x 0. Multiply like this, we can get minus x 0. Here take the common -1, x comma 0. This is the general for b is equal to x comma y. Therefore, AB we can get this one. Therefore, particularly for any vector on the x-axis, therefore y coordinate must be 0. That's why it is 0. Therefore, -1 into x comma 0. Here see the ax is equal to lambda. Lambda value is here, my eigenvalue -1 into x. That is that vector is on the x-axis. Therefore, this lambda is equal to -1. This is the eigenvalue corresponding vector on the x-axis. For a vector on the y-axis. For a vector, any vector on the y-axis can be considered as a x component is 0. That's why A matrix -1, 0, 0, 1. The any vector on the y-axis, x component is 0, 0, y. You can multiply these two, we can get this one. Here 1 is common, 1 into 0, y. Here this one is called as a eigenvalue. This can be represented as lambda 2. For a vector on the x-axis, the eigenvalue is -1. For the vector on the y-axis, the eigenvalue is lambda is equal to 1. See, geometrically multiplying the vector x comma y in R square by the matrix A corresponds to the reflection in the y-axis. That means, therefore, the eigenspace corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to -1 is the x-axis. Similarly, the eigenspace corresponding to lambda is equal to 1 is the y-axis. Because of here to multiply the any vector on y-axis, we can get the y-axis. Therefore, any vector on the y-axis satisfies the eigenvalue eigenvector equation. That's why the eigenspace corresponding to lambda 1 in the previous here eigenvalue is lambda 1 is equal to -1 for the any vector on the x-axis. Therefore, the eigenvalue corresponding to the eigenspace corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to -1 is always x-axis. Similarly, the eigenspace corresponding to lambda is equal to 1 is the y-axis. This is the way to represent this example on the geometrical representation. See here, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Any point on the x-axis can be considered as x comma 0. This is the right side of the 0. So right side always the components will be positive. Therefore x comma 0. In the left side, any point on the x-axis can be considered as minus x comma 0. Therefore this is the vector v x comma y. Any point on the y-axis can be considered as 0 comma y. Here this what is the reflection of this v vector is minus x comma y. That means this is the second quadrant. Therefore the x component must be negative. That's why here getting minus x comma y. Any point on the y-axis compulsory the x component will be 0 0 comma y. This is the geometrical representation of the eigenspace corresponding to on the x-axis and y-axis for the values of lambda 1 is equal to minus 1. Therefore, the eigenspace is x-axis for this matrix A. And similarly, the eigenspace corresponding to lambda is equal to 1 for the matrix A. Therefore, that is y-axis. This is the best example to determine the eigenspace for the corresponding lambda value. Finding the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix A belongs to capital M by N matrix. M is also N by N matrix. Let A is an N by N matrix. An eigenvalue A is a scalar lambda such that det lambda I minus A is equal to 0. This is called as a characteristic equation of lambda. This is called as a characteristic equation. Therefore, in terms of lambda, the eigenvalues of the eigenvectors of A corresponding to lambda are the non-zero solutions of lambda I minus A into x equal to 0. Therefore, this is the to find the eigenvalues of A is a scalar lambda values such that from this equation we can find the lambda values. Therefore, this is because of this is a polynomial equation in terms of lambda. To find that polynomial equation, to solve that polynomial equation, we get the lambda values. That lambda values are called as eigenvalues. To find the eigenvectors of A corresponding to lambda are the non-zero solutions of this equation, lambda I minus A into x equal to 0. From this we can get the x vector. That vector is called as a eigenvector corresponding to that lambda. So this is the important points to find the eigenvalue and eigenvectors. These two equations you have to remember. Det of lambda I minus A equal to 0 or A minus lambda I equal to 0, whatever it is correct. The eigenvectors of A corresponding to lambda are the non-zero solutions of A minus lambda I into x equal to 0 or lambda I minus A into x equal to 0. See here, Ax is equal to lambda x. Therefore, by subtracting this one, lambda I minus A into x equal to 0, or we can write A minus lambda I into x equal to 0. This is called as a homogeneous system. Because of the right side will be 0 matrix, therefore this is called as a homogeneous system. If A minus lambda I, if lambda I minus A into x equal to 0 has non-zero solutions, if and only if, therefore det of lambda I minus A equal to 0. Characteristic polynomial of A belongs to M by N. So always it will be square matrices. Det lambda I minus A is equal to modulus of lambda I minus A, that in the form of lambda to the power of n, Cn minus 1 lambda to the power of n minus 1 plus LC1 plus lambda plus C0. This is the polynomial named lambda that is called as a characteristic polynomial. Characteristic equation. The equation is always called det of lambda I minus A is equal to 0 is called as the characteristic equation of A. Now now to solve the example problem, finding the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. A is equal to 2 minus 12, 1 minus 5. What is the characteristic equation? Det of lambda I minus A, lambda I minus A, or A minus lambda I, whatever it is. Therefore, that can be written as lambda minus 2 into lambda minus 2, 12 minus 1, lambda plus 5. Therefore, by how to det of this 2 by 2 matrix, AD minus BC, lambda minus 2 into lambda plus 5 minus of minus 1 into 12. We can get this equation lambda square plus 3 lambda plus 2. We can divide into two factors, lambda plus 1 into lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. From this, we can get lambda is equal to minus 1, lambda is equal to minus 2. What is the eigenvalue? First eigenvalue is minus 1, second eigenvalue is minus 2. Corresponding to, here is the, first to find the eigenvalues, corresponding to eigenvalue to find the eigenvectors. Here by the characteristic equation, first write the characteristic equation lambda I minus A, that is we can get this one, lambda is equal to minus 1 minus 2, therefore eigenvalue is equal to lambda 1 is equal to minus 1, lambda 2 is equal to minus 2. Now to find the eigenvectors corresponding to this eigenvalue, lambda 1 is equal to minus 1 and lambda is equal to minus 2. This is the way to find that equation. Already in the previous slide. So what is the eigenvectors of A corresponding to lambda are the non-zero solutions of lambda I minus A into x equal to 0. Here see lambda 1. Here finding the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to minus 1. Lambda 1 into I minus A into x equal to minus 3, 12, minus 1, 4, x1, x2 is equal to 0, 0. Therefore, x1, x2 is equal to, by solving this equation, we can get 4t comma t. Therefore, t into 4 comma 1. This is called as a corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to minus 1. This vector is called as a eigenvector for the corresponding eigenvalue of minus 1. This is the eigenvector. Similarly, to find the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 2 is equal to minus 2. So similarly here also lambda 2 I minus A into x is equal to minus 4, 12, minus 1, 3, x1, x2, we can get 0, 0. Therefore x1, x2 is equal to, resolving this matrices form, we can get echelon form. By using that one, we can get the x1, x2 values 3t comma t, therefore t into 3, 1. Therefore, this vector, this column vector is called as a eigenvector corresponding to lambda 2 is equal to minus 2. This is the way to find the eigenvectors corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to minus 1, lambda 2 is equal to minus 2. So here the finding the eigenvalues and eigenvectors, this is the best example. First write the characteristic equation lambda I minus A equal to 0. From that you get the characteristic polynomial equation that is equal to 0. From this we can find the values of lambda. Lambda is equal to minus 1, minus 2. These are called as a eigenvalue. First value is minus 1, second value is a minus 2. Here finding the lambda 1 is equal to minus 1. First write the eigenvector equation lambda 1 I minus A into x. Therefore, by reducing into echelon form to find the values of x1, x2 in terms of this vector, we can get 4t comma t. T is common, 4 comma 1. This column vector is called as a eigenvector corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to minus 1. Similarly, for the eigenvalue lambda is equal to lambda 2 is equal to minus 2, we can get the eigenvector 3 comma 1 where t is not equal to 0. Finding the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. One more example to find this is in previous example we take the 2 by 2 square matrix. In this example we can take the 3 by 3 matrix. Find the eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors for the matrix A. What is the dimension of the eigenspace of each eigenvalue? Here also to find the dimension of the eigenspace of each eigenvalue. Here the matrix A is equal to 2, 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2. First write the characteristic equation. Characteristic equation means det of lambda I minus A equal to 0. See right here lambda minus 2 minus 1 0 0 lambda minus 2 0 0 0 lambda minus 2. So here by multiplying by taking this is the triangular matrix, that's why we can directly in the det we can directly multiply the diagonal elements, that's why we can get the lambda minus 2 whole cube is equal to 0. What are the eigenvalues? Lambda is equal to 2 2 2. Here all three values are same, therefore eigenvalue is lambda is equal to 2, but the multiplicity is 3. So that means lambda value is 2 values repeated 3 times. So first find the eigenspace corresponding to lambda is equal to 2. What is the equation to find the eigenvector? Lambda I minus a into x equal to 0. Write the lambda I minus a into x1, x2, x3. Therefore, x1, x2, x3 is equal to s0t. We can write the s into 100 plus t into 001. Here, the eigenspace of A corresponding to lambda is equal to 2, we can get the linear combination of the two column vectors. See here 1 0 0 0 0 1. We get the two linear combinations of our two vectors, two column vectors 1 0 0 0 0 1. Therefore, this is the eigenspace. This space is called as the eigenspace corresponding to lambda is equal to 2. Because of lambda is repeated 3 times, lambda is equal to eigenvalue 2 is the coming 3 times only same. For the same corresponding to lambda is equal to, we can get the same eigenspace for the 3 values of lambda is equal to 2. That's why here the eigenspace A corresponding to lambda is equal to, we can get the this one. This is the linear combination of the two column vectors. That's why the dimension of its eigenspace is equal to 2. So the number of vectors in the basis of the any space, that is called as the dimension of the vector space. That's why here it is also already linear combination. These are the standard basis vectors. Therefore 1 0 0 0 0 1, this is the standard basis vectors. It always forms a linearly independent and also spans of R cube. That's why the eigenspace A corresponding to lambda is equal to 2 forms a basis for the R cube. Therefore the dimension of its eigenspace is equal to 2. If some note points you have to remember in this regard, if an eigenvalue lambda 1 occurs and as a multiple of multiple root k times, in the previous example lambda value is 3 times and 2 is coming 3 times 2 2 2. That's why lambda 1 occurs as a multiple root of k times for the characteristic polynomial, then lambda 1 as a multiplicity of k. Multiplicity of k. So the multiplicity of an eigenvalue is greater than or equal to the dimension of its eigenspace. Is greater than or equal to the dimension of its eigenspace. Find the eigenvalues of the matrix. One more example to find the eigenvalues of a matrix and basis for each of the corresponding eigenspaces. So this is the 4 by 4 matrix. Therefore, this is the 4 by square matrix. First write the characteristic equation of eigenvalue eigenspace vector. Therefore, modulus of lambda I minus a. Therefore, you can write like this. Therefore, by determining the determinant of this matrix, we can get lambda 1 minus whole square, lambda minus 2 into lambda minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore, eigenvalues are lambda 1 is equal to 1. 1 is repeated here. Lambda 2 is equal to lambda 3 is equal to 3. Lambda 1 is equal to 1. What is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1? Lambda 1 I minus a into x is equal to, we can find like this. Therefore, to determine this value, we can get the x1, x2, x3, x4 by using the echelon form to find the values of x1, x2, x3, x4 in terms of these values s and t. Maybe it isn't linearly, it has independently many solutions. That's why you can take x1 equal to x4 is equal to x2 is equal to s. We can get x1, x3 in terms of t and s. Therefore, this we can get s into 0, 1, 0, 0, minus 2, 0, 2, 1. These two column vectors we can get for the, this is the eigenspace corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to 1. These two column vectors are called as the eigenvectors corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to 1. This space is called as the eigenspace corresponding to lambda 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, it is a basis for the eigenspace of a corresponding to lambda is equal to 1. Similarly, to find the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 2 is equal to 2. Here, same, to find the eigenvector, write the equation lambda 2I minus a into x. Therefore, to simplify this, can be reduced into echelon form to find the values of x1, x2, x3, x4 in terms of t, 0, 5, t, 0, t into 0, 5, 1, 0. It is spanned by the only one column vectors. Therefore, it is also forms a basis for the eigenspace corresponding to the lambda is equal to 2. For lambda 3 is equal to 3, here also we can write the lambda 3i minus a into x. Therefore, write then the lambda 3i minus a into x matrix equal to 0 matrix. Therefore, x1, x2, x3, x4, write in the solution of this value of the column vector x1, x2, x3, x4 by reducing into echelon form. We can get this one. Therefore, t into 0 minus 5, 0, 1, where t is not equal to 0. Here, only one vector. It is a basis for the eigenspace of A corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. Therefore, this is how to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors and eigenspace corresponding to the given eigenvalues. So first example is 2 by 2 matrix, second example is 3 by 3 matrices, and third example is 4 by 5 matrices. In this way, to find the eigenvalues, eigenvectors and eigenspace and the basis also for these matrices. Thank you.